to criticize, but they're really criticizing science because I represent science.
The tablets, the heavy metals and the leaching like that is not necessarily a big issue because for a while I was loving the tablets and taking those. And then I was told, no, those are just terrible. Stay away from them.
The internal standards were leaked. The internal standards were leaked.
The internal standards were leaked.
And the tablets the lead content was pretty close to those standards. And the lead content was
content was pretty close.
That's dangerous.
Experts like Dr. Tyler LeBaron, Dr. Gundry, and Dr. Morkula are pushing hydrogen tablets as healthy, despite proof they're toxic. Not to mention endorsements from famous podcasters such as Gary Brecker, Joe Rogan, and Ben Greenfield. My lab report shows these tablets are loaded with dangerous heavy metals like hexavalent chromium, lead, and nickel. Using a PhD to profit by promoting these harmful tablets is corrupt and sets a terrible example. It betrays your trust, risks your health, and puts profits over people. This isn't just wrong, it's dangerous. It tricks vulnerable folks, weakens science, and lets greed win. Skip these tablets unless you want to poison yourself while filling the wallets of those who mislead you. I want to share a concerning experience I had with hydrogen tablets, which I purchased based on the recommendation of scientist Tyler LeBaron. He's a well-known advocate for molecular hydrogen, with numerous online videos touting its therapeutic benefits. Intrigued, I decided to try them myself. For a month, I took 3 tablets daily around noon, but soon began experiencing severe stomach discomfort, nausea, persistent diarrhea, and lingering headaches. Concerned, I researched whether others had similar symptoms but found little information matching my experience. I did learn that hydrogen tablets are a relatively new supplement, with the therapeutic potential only recognized about 10 to 15 years ago. Determined to understand what was happening, I had the tablets lab tested. The results were shocking, potentially even unethical for these tablets to be sold on the market. What I discovered was deeply alarming, and I'm eager to share the details. What's really in these hydrogen tablets? I obtained a lab report, redacted to protect the testing facility from potential backlash, which reveals concerning findings. First, let's examine the product label on the hydrogen tablet bottle. It lists 80 milligrams of magnesium as the primary ingredient, followed by a series of additional components. I paid hundreds of dollars for a professional laboratory analysis. I felt sick after taking them and wanted to make sure others weren't at risk from taking the tablets. The lab report, redacted to shield the facility from potential backlash, consists of 2 pages. The analysis detected several heavy metals in the tablets, including aluminum, 8.33 mg per liter, arsenic, 0.225 micrograms per liter, hexavalent chromium, 5.56 micrograms per liter. Highly concerning. Hexavalent chromium is a highly toxic carcinogen that poses significant risks to human health and should not be ingested. Famously depicted in the film Erin Brockovich, where a company contaminated a town's drinking water with this toxin, hexavalent chromium exposure is linked to severe health issues. These include gastrointestinal irritation, kidney and liver damage, and other serious conditions, making its presence in any consumable product deeply concerning. Lead, 0.33 micrograms per liter. Magnesium, 598.55 milligrams per liter. Nickel, 29.45 micrograms per liter, notably high. These heavy metals are concerning because they can build up in your body over time, potentially harming your health in the long run. This raises a red flag for anyone taking these tablets daily. Curious about the composition, I researched what magnesium supplements typically contain. It became clear that tablets like these could include heavy metals, especially if the manufacturer sources magnesium from low-cost suppliers, such as those in China. Digging deeper, I investigated the manufacturer, Alex Tarnava. In an interview with Dr. Morkula, Tarnava discussed the type of magnesium used in their tablets. Here's what he had to say.
This is metallic magnesium?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
What is metallic magnesium? So for those who are not familiar with it.
element. So usually when you're buying a magnesium, it's a salt. It's combined, with, um, uh, different molecule. So this is reactive. It's non-ionic elemental magnesium. It's what is used in fireworks, and it's what is used in a lot of explosives. It burns really hot. It's the white in fireworks. It's very hazardous to handle in production. We have very, very controlled production, but it's very safe in the end tablet. So our end tablet is not hazmat, it's not explosive, it's not flammable, but it will split the hydrogen off your water.
And it's sort of in the...
Alex Tarnava, the manufacturer behind Dr. Morkala's hydrogen tablets and a supplier for various other brands, asserts that using metallic magnesium to generate molecular hydrogen by separating hydrogen from oxygen in water is safe for human consumption. He notes that the FDA has not rejected these tablets. However, the absence of an FDA ban does not equate to an endorsement. The FDA's role is to prevent hazardous drugs and supplements from reaching the market, relying on the organic chemistry data submitted by Tarnava's team. According to the bottle's instructions, consuming 1 tablet daily is considered safe, as the heavy metal content falls just below the maximum allowable daily limit. However, this assumes no additional exposure to heavy metals from other sources, such as supplements, medications, or food, which many people consume regularly. When factoring in these cumulative sources, even 1 tablet per day could pose risks to long-term health due to the gradual buildup of heavy metals in the body. To further evaluate the safety of daily use, we'll now have AI analyze the lab results to determine if 1 tablet per day is truly safe. I wanted to compare the recommended dose of 1 tablet daily, as listed on the bottle, against the higher dose of 3 tablets daily, suggested by Dr. Morkala and Tyler LeBaron for enhanced therapeutic benefit.
And any comments on the number of tablets, or any concerns they're taking too many?
Just because it is magnesium, right? So obviously the DRI is what, 400 or 500 milligrams or so. Most of your supplements are like 200, 300 milligrams of magnesium just for a supplement, and a lot of people, I think even you often will recommend maybe 1,000 or 2,000 milligrams of magnesium.
Yeah. Especially if you're trying to mitigate against oxidative stress from EMF exposure.
So I guess if there's 80 milligrams, maybe don't take 10 every day.
All right. So yeah, maybe 4 or 5. But I think if you have a big exposure for whatever reason, theoretically you can take 1 tablet every hour, and you would think that would give you a lot of benefit. But actually, you'll get probably almost no benefit because you need to take it in cycles and pulse it. So I used to take it twice a day, but now I only take it once a day, and I'm taking 3 tablets once a day. And I'm going to show you how I do that.
The analysis uncovered alarming red flags, highlighting that certain heavy metal levels pose significant dangers to human health. Let's dive into the details. The report examined a single tablet and extrapolated the results. Even at the recommended dose of 1 tablet daily, the presence of multiple heavy metals is troubling. Specifically, lead at 0.33 microgram per liter and nickel at 29.45 micrograms per liter are dangerously high, hinting at potential risks even at the recommended dose. Additionally, magnesium at 598.55 milligrams per liter is metallic magnesium, not the safe, bioavailable magnesium citrate found in typical supplements, adding to the concern. Increasing to 3 tablets daily, as suggested for enhanced benefits, escalates these dangers significantly. Lead rises to approximately 0.99 micrograms per day, approaching critical toxicity thresholds with potential long-term harm. Hexavalent chromium reaches approximately 16.68 micrograms per day, a level associated with kidney and liver damage, as well as an elevated cancer risk. Magnesium spikes to 1795.65 milligrams per day, likely causing severe diarrhea and gastrointestinal distress. Nickel climbs to approximately 88.35 micrograms per day, posing a high risk of allergic reactions or toxicity. Whether it's 1 or 3 tablets, any exposure to these heavy metals is hazardous to health. After thoroughly analyzing the lab report, artificial intelligence has concluded that these tablets are unsafe for human consumption and should be avoided. After spending hundreds of dollars of my own money to get these hydrogen tablets lab tested, I'm left with a burning question. Why are scientists, doctors, and so-called health experts pushing these toxic tablets on everyday people, claiming they're good for us? The bottle says to take just 1 tablet a day, yet countless videos from these same experts urge people to pop 3 to 5 tablets at once. Are they clueless about what's really in these tablets? Do they not know they're exposing people to dangerous heavy metals like aluminum, arsenic, hexavalent chromium, lead, and nickel while preaching about health benefits? I don't buy that they're just ignorant. To me, this feels like something darker, a scam driven by greed. These tablets seem like a cash grab for profit-hungry folks who don't care if they're poisoning millions.
It leaves right through the esophageal wall. When it goes into your stomach, it penetrates the stomach wall. It will go out of the duodenum, the small intestine, into the colon. It will be picked up by the bloodstream, and it will circulate around as that light ion, and it will begin to neutralize.
They can screw off the bottom, and they theoretically could send it to you. But they're expensive. They're like $250, $300. I mean, an H2 tab, like a hydrogen tablet, will cost you $1 a day.
Right, and so
you can
it
travel
gives
with
you
it.
more.
And it gives you a higher part per million than almost all those bottles. And it's consistent. It's high dose hydrogen gas that's exactly consistent. So every single time I put one of those tablets in the water, it's a consistent dose of hydrogen gas. And I used to get a lot of shit online because I was promoting these bottles so heavily because I believed in them tremendously. But the average person's like out of pocket $250, $300.
It raises significant suspicion that the founder of a non-profit organization, Tyler LeBaron, consistently appears on podcasts or shows that exclusively promote hydrogen tablets manufactured by Alex Tarnava, suggesting a potential bias in his public engagements. He asserts that he does not endorse any products, yet the following montage of clips clearly demonstrates otherwise.
I come, as you know, from the Molecular Hydrogen Institute. We're a science-based nonprofit, so we don't promote any products or endorse anything. We don't do anything with products. We're just focused on the research. They have hydrogen-producing tablets,
Water. And as soon as that tablet rises to the top, with just the concern that maybe taking these tablets, the hydrogen-producing tablets, they have hydrogen-producing tablets. We don't promote any products or endorse anything. In this case, we used the hydrogen-producing tablets. One of these tablets will provide 6 milligrams of hydrogen. So now when it comes to, say, the tablets, well, the tablets typically add organic acids.
I mean, are there tablets that'll do this?
We actually use the tablets.
We don't promote any products or endorse anything.
Frankly, I'm astonished that these tablets have remained on the market for so long, and a future lawsuit seems increasingly likely. It stands to reason that those promoting these toxic, heavy metal-laden hydrogen tablets may soon face legal action. If you enjoyed this video, help keep the truth alive and continue to expose corruption. Support Muppet Talks on Patreon or Substack. Links are in the description down below.